Hi guys and girls of YouTube, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do, but I promise you it's going to be exciting. What we're going to do is we're going to break down a Case CX160D excavator. We're going to compare that to a John Deere 160D excavator, and we're going to talk about what we like about the Case, what we like about the Deere, and what we hate about both of them, so you guys can decide which machine would be best in your company. I have tried many different brands of excavators. I've demoed Cat, I've demoed Komatsu, I've run the Deere and the Case excavator, and I want to break them down for you. But today's comparison, we're going to directly talk about a Case excavator and the Deere excavator in particular, and we're going to go over that. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to talk about the John Deere 160 specs first. So this is a 160, I'm not sure which is the letter model of it. This is an older excavator. Now, these machines come in at 8 foot 6 inches wide, which is a really nice size. The digging depth is just under 20 foot, and the reach is a little bit, the dump height is a little over 20 feet. Has an 84.5 gallon fuel tank, and it weighs in at 39,508 pounds. And as you can see, this machine is handling this load relatively simply, even with a larger digging bucket on it. So that's one thing that I like about the Deere, is that it's stable. You can maneuver with it, even though it's lifting the load over the side of the tracks, which everyone, all of you know, is a big no-no, especially in an excavator when you're doing a lift. But as you can see, it very easily will put the material onto the ground, nice, so the men can work with it. Okay, so now let's check out the Case 160D excavator specs. So this machine weighs in at 34,400 pounds. It is also 8 foot 6 inches wide, which is a great size. And the digging depth is just shy of 20 feet. And the reach at ground level is over 30 feet. So you got pretty good specs on this machine. It features a 112 horsepower Isuzu diesel engine, while the Deere puts in a 121 horsepower engine. So we're going to get to the power of these two machines in a little bit. So let's continue this review. Let's take a walk around in the inside the Case excavator cab. Okay guys, so we're inside the cab of a Case CX160, and I gotta tell you, this machine is rough. One thing I like are these steering levers. See how you could just tap them with your feet and you could go forward. So if you wanted to manipulate the machine without having to put your whole foot, you can. The foot pedals are good. The instrumentation is all computerized. So this is the lights, windshield wiper, washer fluid, auto idle. I really don't know what that is. Backup camera has something to do also with the backup camera. This is the digital display. This is the fuel. Temperatures are here and here. This throttle is the most awkward, cumbersome throttle I've ever seen. So this is, I guess, some type of auto. High, I guess. And look, it doesn't go. You push this button, it's like a safety for nothing. Then when you turn the throttle, it'll lock into place and it'll lock all the way down. But it's very clumsy. It's just, if you have this held down and it doesn't want to move, very clumsy system. Typical joystick. This is how you lock and unlock it. There's this little flip handle here. Now it's ready to work. Now it's off. You know, just very cumbersome. Here's the thumb. Just gotta unlock the machine. This thumb wheel is the thumb. I'm not sure what the other switches do. I'm kind of new to this machine. Key switch. I'm going to turn the lights off. So that's the light switch. That'll kill the lights. And that kills the engine. Okay. Gotta take the key with me. Alright, so this flips back. You can get in and out. I'm gonna put the windshield down. Let's see how this goes. It's not going so great. Kind of hard to do. There we go. Now I got it. Okay. Nice. I mean, the window is okay. You flip this switch here and that'll lock it and unlock it. I'll get you the specs on the machine. I don't have them with me. So this handle will close the door. Very unimpressed with this machine. The power is terrible. When you try to do multi-functions at once, it's terrible. It doesn't want to do it. I'll get into that more later on. Just want to get you a good shot of it. I'm going to do a comparison of it to the John Deere 160. We'll discuss it. Okay, guys. So breaking down the Case CX 160D, as far as the cab is concerned, it is beautiful. The seat is comfortable. The controls are easy to reach. The thumb wheel for the hydraulic thumb is great. The thumb on the machine I really like. It really fits. It just clamps well with that bucket. You know, sometimes you get thumbs that really don't mesh well with the bucket. Makes it a little tough to pick up objects, but this meshes great. As far as the throttle is concerned, that's the only thing I really don't like about it. I just found it to be annoying with the way it was, and to have those different levels. Really, they don't do anything different. So that was that. As far as, you know, visibility, phenomenal. You could see everything out of that excavator. It does have a backup camera, but unfortunately it's busted. But anyway, so the backup camera is nice. I like the digital display. I would prefer the regular gauges just to make it simpler. But, I mean, you know, the computer, the gauge package, I liked it. It was nice. As far as the guts of the machine, that 111 some odd horsepower Isuzu engine is just terrible in that machine. It's way underpowered for its size. And when you compare it to the Deere 160, there is no comparison, to be honest with you. The Deere can outdo it in everything, in power, tractive effort, multi-use of the hydraulics. When I'm talking multi-use of the hydraulics, I'm talking about traveling, moving the bucket, moving the dipper, moving the arm. So basically doing every function you can do with an excavator at one time. The Case is terrible at it. If you try to do multi-function hydraulics with it, it starts to bog down. And even when you're doing just driving, the machine is just terrible. It just has no power to it. Now, I had to get it out of the hole it was in. So basically, I'm down here, and I want to be up here. Now, it was about a 3-foot embankment. I've done it with bigger excavators. I do it with Bobcats. And with this machine, I'm not bigger excavators. I'm sorry. With the Deere, I've done it. And this machine struggled to barely pick itself up. And that's where it gets really dangerous when you have to do these types of maneuvers. But my point is that the machine just really lacked power. And I had really high hopes for this machine because it looks great. It's a gorgeous looking machine, but it has absolutely no power to it. Now, this is not the first time I've been disappointed with Case equipment. I demoed this machine, which is a Case 95 XT skid steer loader. Now, this machine has got to be 2 decades old by now, maybe a little less. It had a 4-in-1 bucket on it, and I was loading trucks with it. As far as the hand controls, I liked it. I thought the hand controls were a nice change of pace. It had a foot throttle, which was nice. If you wanted some extra power, you just hit the foot pedal, and you were good to go. You didn't have to worry about taking your hands off the controls, pushing the throttle like Bobcat. So I did like that aspect of it. But as far as the 4-in-1 bucket was controlled by a pedal that went like this, kind of weird, awkward. You couldn't really be smooth with it. Now, maybe if I had more time on the machine, I would have got better at it. But just first impressions, the cab was nice. Nothing else about it was really nice. It was a belly dragger. The tires were, it just was like low hanging, even with the bigger tires. You went into it just a little bit of soft ground, it would get hung up. It was like a fish out of water. It would just start swiveling like this back and forth. I just found it to not be a very nice machine. Okay, so breaking down the Deere 160 excavator, that 10 horsepower is just a huge difference maker. 121 horsepower John Deere engine. I mean, this machine, it just has it. As far as being stable, it's stable, as you could see, full bucket of stone, outstretched over the side of the tracks. Biggest no-no in operating is heavy loads over the side, and this excavator does it with absolutely no problem. You can do virtually anything that you need to do on a job site with this machine. As far as the power goes, it's great. The tractive effort is there. You can get yourself up and down hills, in and out of trouble without an issue. As far as the cab is concerned, it's average at best. I don't think that the cab is the best feature of this machine, but as far as the guts of it, the power, the hydraulic power is there. The pump is great. Maybe on the case, maybe a bigger pump is necessary. I really don't know. But as far as the Deere is concerned, it's a little more of a basic machine than the case is. But to me, I love the Deere. It's a great excavator. I never thought much of Deere equipment, but I really like this machine. And all of the Deeres, I mean, even the older ones are great. I mean, this is the new one here. But yeah, I really like all of them. I have no complaints about them. They get the job done all the time. Very few problems. They seem to be very reliable, very durable machines. So I just have very high grades for this excavator. But like I said, the cab is a little for me. It's average. It's an okay cab. But, if you could take the Case cab and put it on the Deere machine, then you have the absolute perfect machine, in my opinion. And like I said, I mean, I've run Cats, I've run Komatsus, and to me, my favorite is the Deere. I think this machine, it just gets it done. So guys, I hope this video has helped you, this comparison. Please let me know if you like it, dislike it. Got any comments, please leave them below. I always like to hear from you. Okay, guys? Thank you, take care, and be safe out there.